And look at all this deliciousness. Hello lovely people, welcome to my channel. My name is Elsa. I am Mexican Keto Journey on Instagram, and I invite you to follow me there as I do post my daily meals and anything having to do with my keto life. On January 10th to the 12th, I will be hosting a giveaway on Instagram with some Sucella products and some other products that I use in my daily life. The winner will be announced on January 13th on my Instagram account. Now, today's video is going to be Pozole Verde, green pozole, and we are substituting the hominy with cauliflower bits. Now, before we continue with today's video, I just want to mention something that I learned during the past week about some comments that were mentioned in my social media. I have learned that some people, like myself, call the dish, which includes all the delicious ingredients, they call that pozole. I have always thought that pozole is the dish, which is the hominy with the meat, with the chili, and with all the other ingredients. I have learned this week that there's a lot of people that call only the hominy pozole. Get started with today's video. It is a green pozole. I am calling it green pozole. I am calling it Pozole Verde. We're just substituting the hominy with the cauliflower bits. The ingredients that we will need for today's recipe: 2 medium onions, 2 chile poblano peppers, 8 tomatillos, 3 jalapeno peppers, 8 garlic cloves, 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon each of Mexican oregano, ground cumin, and black pepper, 6 to 8 cups of chicken broth, sea salt, pork fat or avocado oil, cauliflower, cilantro, and for the toppings we have radish, chile serrano peppers if you want to give it that spice, some limes to squeeze out some lime juice, and optional are these tostadas. They are the tostadas Sucella. These are very hard to find in most of the places. I am glad that we have this locally, but these are really hard to find elsewhere. Many of you have asked me where I find these. I live in a city that borders Mexico, which I am glad that one of our local grocery stores carry these. Plus, one of our Walmarts carry these products. Also, they do sell them in bulk in mexitienda.com. They are about $30 for 12 of them, which comes out to about the price that I get for each one, about $3 and change for each one. The first step to make Pozole Verde is to cook your chicken. Today I'll be using my Instapot. This is an 8-quart Instapot, or you could use a regular pot, 8 quarts or bigger. In my Instapot, I have already added 3 quarts of liquid, that is 12 cups. 8 of those cups is water and 4 of those cups is chicken broth. I have also added sea salt. Here we have 2 pounds of skinless, boneless chicken breast. We have 1 onion, we have 2 bay leaves, and we have 4 garlic cloves. So we'll be adding the chicken in the Instapot or in the regular pot. We will be adding the onion, the 2 bay leaves, and the 4 cloves of garlic. Make sure that the valve is on sealing, and we're going to set a timer. We're going to put it on manual and set a timer for 25 minutes. If you're using a regular pot, you're going to put it on medium-high heat and you will let it boil for 35 minutes. Before I continue, let me let you know that the chicken broth is optional. You can use water only if you wish. Thing is that I started using chicken broth because I started using my Instapot a lot more recently, and the recipes that I do follow for my Instapot require or ask that you use chicken broth. And to be honest with you, I have enjoyed my meals more now since using my Instapot. The chicken especially, my chicken would come out horrible. I honestly stopped cooking chicken because I could not cook it at all. It would come out rubbery, it would come out hard. It just wouldn't come out for me. So now I will only cook the chicken in my Instapot. It comes out super juicy, moist, flavorful. That's now the only way I will cook chicken. So The chicken broth is optional. You don't need to use the chicken broth in there. That's just what I follow when I do follow the Instant Pot recipes that I see. Step number 2 is to prepare the sauce for the Pozole Verde. So meanwhile the chicken continues to cook either in your Instant Pot or on the stovetop in your regular pot, we're going to wash these tomatillos. Here I have 8 tomatillos. We're going to remove the husk, we're going to rinse them, and then we're going to place them in boiling water for 10 minutes. We're also going to wash these peppers. I have here 2 poblano peppers and 3 jalapeno peppers. We're going to wash those peppers so we can roast them. So right now I have the tomatillos boiling. Time will be up in about a minute. And I have the peppers roasting. I have now roasted the peppers on all of it, on all the sides for about 10 minutes. We're going to put the poblano peppers in a plastic bag like this one. I'm using the one from the grocery store where I put my veggies or fruits in. We're going to close this and we're going to set it aside for 10 minutes. We need the peppers to sweat with evaporation inside the bag so we can easily peel them off before we blend it with all the other ingredients. It has been about 10 minutes since we placed the chile poblanos inside this bag, so we're going to go ahead and open it. And we're going to peel the outside skin. Putting them in a bag makes it easier to peel off the skin. So we need to do this to both peppers before we blend it together with the other ingredients to make the sauce. And to be honest with you, this is the first time I do this. I have made dishes with poblano peppers where I just include the skin, and that gives it a bitter flavor, and you need to be spitting out the skin from your mouth. And this is just so much better. Now I know why they do this. Now I know why this is a very important step. And I know there's a hack to make this faster. I know me and my hacks. Well, I research and look into a lot of hacks, but then when it's time to use them, I just completely forget about them. I think it's gonna stay in my mind and I will remember when I need it, but do I remember right now? Nope. That is done. Looks a bit funny, but that's how it looks. And I will now cut it open to remove the seeds from the inside before we blend it together with the other ingredients. These are all the ingredients we need to blend together to make the sauce. We have the 2 poblano peppers that we roasted and took out the seeds from. We have the 8 tomatillos that we boiled. We have the 3 jalapeno peppers that we roasted. We have 1 cup of cilantro. We have 4 garlic cloves, half an onion, 1 teaspoon each of ground cumin, black pepper, and Mexican oregano. And we have chicken broth. We need 2 cups of either the chicken broth or 2 cups from the water where you boiled the tomatillos in. We will blend all this together to make the sauce. I have now finished blending all the ingredients together to make the sauce for the pozole. This is how it looks. It looks super, super good. What we need to do now is to strain it and fry it. I did not strain my sauce. I like a thick consistency in my sauce, and I left it the way it is. But if you do like a thinner consistency, go ahead and strain the sauce before you add it to the pan. Before I added the sauce in the pan, I did add my pork lard, or you could add your avocado oil, that is what you're using. I'm going to add some sea salt, and I will taste it to see if it's going to need a little bit more. It has been cooking for about 3 minutes. I will allow it to cook for another 3 minutes in low-medium heat. The timer has rang and the chicken is now ready. I did take out the chicken from the Instapot. I also took out the bay leaves, the onion, and the garlic cloves from the Instapot that was used to cook the chicken with. We will not be using that anymore. We will throw that away. But now we will let the chicken cool down so we can shred it and we can add it back into the pot together with the sauce. Once we add the chicken and the sauce back into the pot, we're going to set the Instapot for 10 minutes on manual, and we're going to release the pressure once the timer is done. For the regular pot, you're going to put it on low heat for 20 minutes. You're going to cover it with the lid a little bit tilted, and when the 20 minutes is up, it is ready. Okay, let me rewind a little bit. I completely forgot about the cauliflower. This is our substitute for the hominy, so this needs to go inside the pot with the chicken and with the sauce to cook. Okay, the timer has rang, the lid has been opened, and look at all this deliciousness. This just looks so good. It smells super good too. Okay, so I am going to serve myself a bowl, and I'm going to be adding this to my pozole. Here I have cut radishes, a little bit of chile serrano. I do not like my food that spicy, but I do enjoy some spice. So a little bit of chile serrano, some shredded cabbage, and I will be squeezing out some lime juice. You could also add avocado. I really enjoy avocado. I just don't want any right now. Now, if you can see, the cauliflower, it does look a little bit like hominy. Of course, it's not going to taste the same as hominy, but let's see if this is a good substitution. I am hesitant to try it. I am not a big fan of cauliflower, but I am willing to try it, and I'm willing to enjoy it with the cauliflower. Okay, let's give it a good mix. Let's make sure we get a spoonful with the cauliflower. And let's see how this tastes. It wasn't too bad. Let me get another cauliflower just to make sure. It's not bad at all. Mine came out a little bit spicy, so I will not be adding the chile serranos next time. So there you have it, lovely people. Keto Pozole Verde, substituting the hominy for the cauliflower. It's the same thing as your traditional Mexican Pozole Verde. No, it is not, but it is very close to it, and it is still very tasty and very good. I'll be enjoying my Pozole Verde, but before that, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel, as I do post weekly keto recipe videos and other videos having to do with my keto journey. Just a reminder, do not forget to follow me on Instagram and look out for the giveaway on January the 10th.